Hi guys, and welcome to another That Tech Dad video where I review the tech that you need to save a ton of cash. Today we're talking smart devices for a smart home, and in particular the TP-Link Wi-Fi Hue light bulb E27 LB130. The Hue is an important part of the name here when you're searching for this on Amazon, because the TP-Link do a number of different bulbs which are either just white or white and dimmable. This is the only one that will actually change colour, so if you're wanting to change the colour of your light to create a nice romantic atmosphere or cinema night, then this is the one you're going to need. Be careful, as all the boxes on Amazon look really similar. So there are many smart light bulbs out there, and everybody would love a Philips Hue set up in their house, right? But we're not all Casey Neistat and can afford them, so this is a much cheaper, although not cheap, option that you can get either a smart house or at least a smart room in your house at the fraction of the cost. Now, smart home accessories are not exciting, and before you guys all turn off or fall asleep, what is great about these devices is that once you have them set up and a visitor comes to your house, you show them it all set up, it definitely has that wow factor and they all want it. You can skip forward to the end of this video to see the bulb actually working in practice. There are three main flavours to any smart home accessory. They either work with Google, Amazon or Apple, or a combination of the three. I love Apple and have a lot of Apple accessories. However, I've chosen to go down the Amazon route for a number of reasons. One, just Siri's so bad. Two, for Apple you need either a HomePod at £350 or an Apple TV, which I don't have. I have Amazon Music, which I prefer over the Apple Music, so already had an Echo speaker and it just made sense to go down the Apple route. Now, before we get into the specs and what this guy can do, it's important to note that this does not need a dedicated Wi-Fi hub like the Philips Hue. So for just the cost of this bulb and nothing extra, you just plug this sucker in, connect to your existing Wi-Fi router, and you control this from anywhere in your house through the app. So this is going to save you a ton of cash over the Philips Hue and is a great alternative. So the packaging isn't quite Apple standard, however it does feel a premium product, and it damn well should be for the price of these things. After all, it is only a light bulb. There's an adapter so you can fit both types of common plugs in the UK, so this I guess will fit 99% of all light fittings in the UK. Okay, moving to the actual bulb itself, nicely packaged again, feels very premium, very nice. Okay, let's try this adapter on. I'm not actually sure what type of connector my lamp has. Okay, so this is a great idea, however the length of the bulb when you have the connector on is huge. You'd have to make sure your lamp has a large recess or a large light shade so it isn't sticking way out. Something to keep in mind. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, I've never bought a light bulb before that comes with instructions. This is a first. This is just telling you how to connect to your router and how to download the app. Who really reads the instructions anyway? We'll figure this guy out together. Okay, let me show you what the app is like, as most of the cheaper smart devices are let down not by the device themselves but by the crappy app that they come with. Okay, so you need to download the Casa app from the iTunes store. It's the blue one that looks like a smart home. Once you've signed up to the Casa app, accepted the preferences, you'll be displayed on their homepage all the smart devices that you have with TP-Link. I have some smart plugs as well. You can then call your devices whatever you want. So you can see I've got my boy's quad bike, my office desk, and my office lamp is the one with the plug in it. So we can turn it off with a button on the right hand side. That's just a straight on and off. We can then go into the settings for the office lamp. Again, we can turn it on and off with on and off switch, or we can just pick any kind of colour we want and it will display it. You can choose even more colours and get an even bigger selection. You can use a colour wheel, again deciding whatever you want the colour to be, or you can have a white, different Kelvin values of the white from cool to warm, or you can choose auto white, which will adjust the colour and brightness to match the daylight as the day progresses. I don't use this too much. I just like to pick a colour. You can add some presets which you can name, so you can quickly access those. Again, you can schedule when you want the lamp or the light or the bulb to come on and off. Say if you're on holiday, it'll give the appearance that your house is still got people in it to deter burglars. So you can choose what times it's on and off and what days from the bottom, and you get your usage. So built into the bulb you have energy usage, and it will display how much the bulb is costing you to run, basically. Now this sounds slightly better than what you would think, because you have to, it'll give you kilowatt hours, and then you'll have to know how much your provider is charging you for kilowatt hours. Then you'll have to do a calculation to get the actual final cost of it. So in theory, it's great. In practice, it's maybe not just quite as useful as you'd think. So you can see for today, I've had it on for 2 minutes. You can swipe through to more statistics. So in the past 7 days, I've had it on for 0.85 of an hour, and the daily usage in the past 30 days. So I've only had this bulb for a few days now, so it's obviously quite low. But it's good to know that you can do these things, you can schedule it, do your presets, and generally the app is very responsive, works and integrates well with Alexa, and it's generally a pretty fantastic app. There's a kind of quick selection from the left hand side where you can choose the colour and brightness percentage of it rather than going in through here, but it's basically the same thing. At the bottom of your app you have the devices. If you have any cameras, you can set a scene. So for example, if you want the light to come on for a specific, say, movie night, you can tell the lamp to come on, and your other devices to set a kind of scene in your home for movie night. Or waking up in the morning, you can gradually increase the light as it gets brighter in the morning, or at night time if you're watching some TV, to cool and dim the light. So it's really good. Smart actions, you need a hub to get slightly more functionality from this bulb. I'm finding Alexa can do any of the usual smart actions that you require, so basically I'm not really using this too much. And your activity, you can set alerts and see what has been happening with the bulbs over the last kind of days. You can put it in a calendar, add notifications and things. So generally the app is pretty fantastic. It's this Casa app, it's the blue one with a kind of smart home dial on it. It's really good, highly recommend it. From the short times I've been using it, very responsive, works well with Alexa. So you can see my Amazon Alexa app is next to my Casa app. So to set up the voice functionality with Casa bulb, what you have to do is go into your Alexa app, go into settings, smart home, and then you have to add a device. So you can see my office lamp at the bottom has already been set up. So we can go into here, you can basically turn your light on, turn your light off, brightness, set the colour to whatever you'd like. However, even better than using the app is you just talk to Alexa. So if you have an Alexa Echo or an Echo Dot, for example, you can just talk to it. Say, for example, tell Alexa, turn on my office lamp, or Alexa, turn my office lamp purple, or Alexa, turn my office lamp brightness to 10%, for example, and it works fantastically. And even in addition to these, you can create a routine, so it can do a set of functions at once, so you're not relying, so you're not having to say, Alexa, turn my brightness to 10%, Alexa, turn the color to 40%. You can just say, for example, Alexa, make my office cool, and you can see in this routine that I've previously set up, my Echo Dot will say, chill out man, it will turn my desk light strip and my office lamp to certain values and certain colours to give it a cool feeling, sort of blue feeling in my office at once rather than having to say 3 separate commands. So it works fantastic. The Casa app and the bulb, I've had it for a short period of time, but it has not let me down. It's been very, very responsive and I've been very, very impressed with it. Okay, so let's finally see this bulb in action. I have it set up in my office where you can see it changing colour.
Alexa, turn on my office lamp.
Okay.
Alexa, turn my office lamp red.
Okay.
Alexa, turn my office lamp green.
Okay.
Alexa, turn my office lamp white.
Okay.
Alexa, turn the brightness of my office lamp to 10%.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off my office lamp.
Okay.
This is just an IKEA lamp, and as you can see, you probably couldn't tell that it has anything other than an ordinary light bulb in there. I guess that's the look that you're going for. If you do need to use the connector though, it might be a different story. One thing to note is that you're going to need a decent Wi-Fi connection. If you have this thing miles away from your home router, you're going to get some issues. I have mine connected via TP-Link adapter, which has a fantastic Wi-Fi signal in my office. I'll link that in the description below if you've got similar problems. And please note that if you're using a lamp with a metal lampshade, it's going to greatly reduce the Wi-Fi connection, so you may well need something like a TP-Link adapter.
Alexa, turn on my office lamp.
Okay.
Alexa, turn my office lamp blue.
Okay.
Alexa, turn my office lamp red.
Okay.
Alexa, turn my office lamp green.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off my office lamp.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful for setting up and starting out with your smart home. Give me a like and a subscribe if you can. See you in the next video. All the links to everything you've seen today is in the description below.